Jason Pierre-Paul says the Giants could be going undefeated this year. Holy shit. The balls. The balls. I feel with the players we have, as long as we work together, we'll be undefeated. Wow. Landon Collins says it's over with. They're not going to win. I can tell you that much. Talking about the Dallas Cowboys. First of all, from that, spectacular defense that you spent $200 million on, didn't really do the job right against the Green Bay Packers. Oh, and then on top of that, you got some personality issues with fucking Odell Beckham. Now you got Brandon Marshall. Got Ingram now. It's not looking too good. From what the defense, I don't care if Janoris Jenkins wasn't fucking playing. That offense totally dropped, I don't know how many balls in the fucking end zone. When it was, between Victor Cruz and OBJ dropped a few. And then Shepard dropped a few as well. There were a lot of end zone drops. But Aaron Rodgers had all day to throw, which Aaron Rodgers did not have a fucking... didn't even have... They had an offensive line that was not good. Had some people hurt. From what I'm reading here. Holy fuck. Alright. Anyway... The Giants aren't going to be undefeated. See, you don't see our team doing shit like this where they say, "Oh, we're going to fucking beat them. We're going to beat this." And we've done it in the past, yeah. But to go undefeated, to say we're going to go undefeated, no. I don't know what Jason Pierre-Paul's fucking talking about. And hopefully he can look around him real quick at what he has. But his fucking thumbless fucking firecracker ass has got to shut his fucking mouth because he's going to get a taste of what. I don't know. That's just going overboard. And to say that you guys are going to go undefeated, especially I'm taking it from one player that's saying this to the media, which you shouldn't even fucking do that. Just when Byron Maxwell said we were going to win the fucking Super Bowl this year, guaranteed Super Bowl, yeah, didn't work out as much, which no one fucking said we were going to the damn Super Bowl at all. This year we're not either. This is just a leap forward. And something getting closer to the playoff win or whatnot, wild card game, I don't care as long as we get one of each. Either way, I'll be fucking happy with it. But I don't care how many weapons the Giants has on offense. If Evan Ingram, if he ends up being good, all right. All power to them. But that offensive line did not even shore up. Surprisingly, if they think if you just don't, you need an offensive line in this league, no matter what. Because I'll tell you right now, Philly's D-line is going to shred the fucking offensive line for the New York Giants, and it's going to be fucking kill zone. It's going to be a fucking pig slaughterhouse up in that front. It's going to be fucking ugly. And I feel really fucking bad. Usually we split with the Giants anyway, so I have to say, it's going to be tough at Philly, that game. I don't know why Giants think it's going to be an easy fucking game. For a team last year, even with the defense that you guys had, all you guys had to do was beat us, and you already clinched to get in the playoffs. But the Saints beat a team anyway to get you guys in anyway after that night, which didn't fucking help anyway. To that Packers game, and that Packers game was fucking... Aaron Rodgers made you guys look like... Oh my God, he had all day to fucking throw. And I'm not saying because we lost against the Packers too, and our game was pretty much the game where Aaron Rodgers was leading that fucking team. That was after like a 4-game losing streak or whatnot that he had before he played us. And, but... with that $200 million defense, if you guys can't even beat the first round of the playoffs and you're going to be fucking contending this year, it's going to be real ugly. It's going to be an ugly thing. And on top of that, think about it. Next year, OBJ's contract is up. Landon Collins' contract is up. That's going to be a tough one. So they got to figure out the shit for Eli Manning. They got to figure out who they're keeping between OBJ and fucking Landon Collins. I think they'll keep OBJ, of course. I don't think, you know, if they had to let somebody go, I think it would be Landon Collins. And he'll definitely get a contract with another fucking team. But it is what it is. And Jason Pierre-Paul got franchise tag, which was fucking nuts. Getting, you know, like way too much money. And I just don't see, like, they just go out in free agency, fucking rebuild a whole defense, and then after that, it's like, I mean, I was just surprised for a team that spent that much money. You can't even get into the, you know, you get into the wild card matchup, and you can't even fucking beat, you know, at least a first round team coming in and at least making it a fair game. Because honestly, it was fucking poor. It was just poor. It was poor. All right, I'm not here to fucking you know, dink and dunk on the fucking the Giants or anything, but and you know, and by all means, I know we have bad fucking corners. We had a bad fucking secondary last year. You know, corner spots been a fucking problem for a long ass time, as I said in my last video. But it's just like fucking guys gotta fucking stop doing this and start doing this, and I don't know who the fuck these guys think they are. Well, if the pieces we have are together, oh, we should be fine. It's like, yeah, exactly. It's all about gelling together. But you're always gonna have that weakest link. You're always gonna have that weak spot. They ain't the fucking Patriots. I don't think they can win a fucking Super Bowl with that fucking defense that they have. I don't. I think they spent way too much money. I think you gotta build from the fucking draft, and that's how it should be. Every team should be building from the fucking draft. You can't go in free agency and spend fucking that much money. And the thing is, when you spend $200 million the year before, it's going to be hard for you to fucking sign other players that you need just to fill spots. You use free agency as like a plug and go type thing, where if you know you're not going to go after that position in a certain position in the draft or in free agency, you're going to fucking you're going to sign somebody for a few years, plug them in, you know, guy that's going to be productive, that's a medium to high tier of that position, and then see what happens from there. But for a guy to open his mouth and say they're going to win the fucking, you got the Giants, Pierre-Paul saying we're going to fucking be undefeated. Then you got Landon Collins telling Dak, you know, talking against the Cowboys, saying, oh, the Cowboys aren't winning, you know, the NFC East, I guarantee that. Then Dak Prescott saying, oh, we're taking the East again this year after one fucking year, you know, we're taking the fucking East again. And now Carson Wentz saying our goal is to win the NFC East and to get into the playoffs, is to play past January. You know, and that's what he wants to do. Okay, no cockiness, no nothing. Okay, just plain old working fucking hard and just being where we have to be, and that's it. And I give any rival fan respect that will give me respect and this fan base respect of how good we can actually do this year. And you know, we're gonna underestimate a lot of fucking people this year, a lot of fans, and a lot of teams. Not saying that everything's going to be a fucking cakewalk, but we're going to look a lot better than we did last year. Whole brand new fucking receiving core, a brand new fucking running back in LeGarrette fucking Blount, by the way. And, you know, that's it. You got weapons. Basically, the Giants, you know, offensively, receiver-wise, it's okay. It's not horrible. It's not bad. It's just good enough. Depending what Ingram does, Brandon Marshall is just old fucking news. Nobody fucking wanted him, and the Giants fucking picked him up, and you know, he signs a 2-year deal and acts like he just got drafted, you know, in the first round. So, you know, and you know, that's the way that goes. But just to say all that is just fucking ridiculous. Because I remember we won 27-0 against the Giants, that it was 27-7 the year after. And then, I mean, look at the numbers, bro. You had Carson Wentz throwing for over 340 fucking yards, whatever the fuck it was, and had great yardage, great fucking yardage, great game. We just couldn't run the fucking ball, and we didn't have the right running back to run the fucking ball. We had a right tackle that was out for 10 fucking months, and then after that, you know, it was just fucking hell. After the fucking Steelers game, it was hell. It was hell the rest of the fucking season. But don't guarantee. You got players that guarantee fucking Super Bowls and guarantee playoff wins. You know, let me know when you guys do that. Okay? Don't be talking all the shit that you guys want to talk. And, you know, act like, you know, it's going to be easy because you got Janoris Jenkins back. Let me tell you something. If nothing is clicking together, if your D-line's not getting pressure, the D-line couldn't even get pressure on fucking Aaron Rodgers in the fucking playoff game. I'm telling you, I thank the Green Bay Packers because they fucking beat two fucking teams I hate the fucking most. And that's great. And that is fucking awesome. So I know for a fact, if Aaron Rodgers is still playing, there's a fucking chance that if any of these other teams make it before we do, they're going to be fucking beaten. And there's no fucking way the Giants, and there's no fucking way the Giants are going to beat the Atlanta Falcons. That is definitely not going to fucking happen. Definitely not going to happen. That defense would have shred the fuck out of that offensive line. Would have been fucking done. And every time, you know, the media and NFL Network is sucking Eli Manning's fucking dick right now because everyone thinks he's on the uprise with all these new weapons. And let me tell you something. They're not going to re-sign Eli Manning. It's definitely not going to happen. And before you know it, they're going to be searching for a long time for a fucking quarterback, and they're going to have to move up in the draft. They're going to have to fucking do something, as well as the fucking Redskins now. So a future for whatever NFC East team is in good hands right now would have to be the Philadelphia Eagles. Good enough for the future. The long term is great. I think, honestly, the Giants are in win now mode. They fucking spent all that money because they want to win now, and that's what it's going to be. And that's how it's going to go. You got Damian Harrison and Olivia Vernon get paid a crazy amount of money. I know Vernon had, what, 8 sacks this year. But you got to fucking do it where it counts. You got to let it fucking count where it counts. You know what I mean? Like, if I seen a player like Fletcher Cox only getting 3 sacks the whole year, but in the playoffs he had a good year, and then like we got into the playoffs, and then he had a really bad fucking game. It's fucking horrible. Like, I would be pissed. Like, the amount of productivity that somebody gives, they should be doing it where it counts the most. It's just it's mind-boggling. It just is. Like, you can't stop talking shit for the fucking season. These fucking players gotta shut their fucking mouths because it's gonna hit them right in the fucking jaw especially when they play fucking Philly. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you. It's not gonna be a pretty sight. Week 3, opening fucking day, home opener. It's gonna be fucking lit. And I feel really bad for all those Giants fans coming there that day because they're gonna be fucking torched. Stay away from the parking lot. Stay away from the fucking tailgates because we are going to eat you guys alive and fucking consume your fucking soul when you walk around us like with your chests out like you're some big shots walking in there. You know, and it's funny because, man, our worst receiver on the team just burnt that whole fucking defense for a fucking touchdown in that Thursday night game. I remember that. I remember a lot of fucking things, too. Remember a lot of things. Okay? We had really bad games this year, okay? So whatever you have to say, whatever comments or whatever you got to say about any other game that we typically have had, man, just fucking wait. It's only a matter of fucking time because people are underestimating, like, the Redskins are underestimating us because they're saying, oh, we sweeped you the past few years. But at the same time, they've lost players. We've get better players, tremendously better players on one-year fucking deals. Because now we get to choose at the end of the year. You could stay. You could stay. You could stay. You could fucking go. You could take a hike. You could pack your fucking bags, get the fuck out of here. And that's what we could do at the end of the year. We didn't tie money into anybody. We didn't fucking just sign. We could have just released a whole bunch of players. We could have got rid of fucking Kendricks and Kelsey and Jason Peters and all these guys got all this cap space and just fucking go in free agency and just do a fucking signing fucking line of people. And just say, let's fucking win now. We could do this shit now. But we didn't do that because we want to take our time, because we want to be cautious. We don't want to tie money into players like we have in the past. Now, on the Asamoah, fucking Byron Maxwell, fucking you know, stupid trades that we've done in the past. It's just not, after that overhaul of players that we've gotten rid of, and I'm actually happy. Maybe this Chip Kelly fucking shit was a blessing in disguise. Just think about it. If it was right now, we'd have Macklin, we've had Deshaun, maybe Macklin and Deshaun Jackson probably would have been gone, but one of them would have been gone. Riley Cooper and fucking McCoy, all these guys in their 30s. And McCoy, don't get me wrong, still a fucking top-notch, top 5 fucking running back in the league. Had a great year last year. But I'm saying, when the years keep going, a few more years, it's going to be a decline. And McCoy's not going to have what he has had in the past few years. So we would have had a bunch of 30-year-old fucking wash-ups that we need to upgrade, and we still would have had one of these fucking quarterbacks like with Mark Sanchez or fucking Sam Bradford or whatever. And then we'd have to rebuild, and it would have took a lot longer time. And our defense was, Connor Barwin got overpaid, Michael Kendricks, Chip Kelly paid Michael Kendricks a big fucking deal, Connor Barwin a big deal. Connor Barwin didn't do shit this year. Benny Logan did all right, but not great. Vinny Curry got paid big money a few years ago. Last year, 2 years ago, whatever. And, you know, he was flat on his fucking ass the whole damn game. You draft 2 fucking corners. One has a lot of potential from Washington. Another has another length, speed, size. Then you got Derek Barnett, 33 sacks in, you know, his college career. Only fucking 20 years old. 2 receivers. We got Chance Warmack in free agency on a fucking 1-year deal. First round, I think it was a 13th pick in the first round of the fucking 2013 draft from Alabama. Our offensive line coach fucking coached him in college. We picked up pieces on fucking cheap deals, but we get to choose at the end of the year who's it all gonna go to. And can't complain about it. Some people are saying Alshon Jeffrey got paid too much money. $8 million is too much. $14 million is too much. It's not too much. $8 million is technically an $8 million deal. It's not too much at all. Not too much. For 1 year, it's not, because we're not tying ourselves to any player. You know? Do I wish him the best of luck? Yes. Do I think he's going to have a good year? Yes. Do I think he's definitely going to be productive with Torrey Smith on the field? Yes. Do I think Torrey Smith is one guy that everyone is sleeping on. Torrey Smith, bad. Number one, Chip Kelly was head coach last year, and then the year before he had Tom Sula, some fucking, what was he, an offensive coordinator? I don't know if Tom Sula was. He was a fucking coordinator. Now he's a head coach, or he was a head coach. Blaine Gabbert throwing the ball. Kaepernick's washed up, can't play football for his fucking life anymore, especially he doesn't even get a fucking job now because of that whole fucking bullshit with the fucking Pledge of Allegiance and fucking America and this and fucking all this bullshit. You know, now, you know, frustrated. He had a really down year last year. I think, Torrey Smith only had, 300 yards, something like that in between receiving last year. But in a Chip Kelly offense, he couldn't do shit because you don't put anybody in motion. It's literally get to the fucking ball, and that's it. You gotta fucking run your routes and see what fucking happens. But it tires the fuck out of your offense. You can't do shit. Your offensive line has to be young and fucking healthy, because if they're not, they're just gonna get fucking hurt every damn play. Torrey Smith had a fucking down year. If you watch the past video that I did make, it's all the targets from Torrey Smith in 2016. Passed behind him, overthrew him for fucking touchdowns. Fucking bullshit. Guys can't throw the fucking ball to him. The guy still has speed. The guy was cocky at his press conference. I understand that, but I believe every word that he says. He's cocky. He knows what he's doing. He's a fucking vet. He's only 27 years old. He can still fucking burn people down the field. He's not just here to go with the fucking go routes. He's not here just to run down the field and catch the fucking ball. The guy can run any fucking route, and he can fucking catch. Okay? And with Alshon Jeffrey, he hasn't been on a good roster offensively since fucking his days in fucking Baltimore. That's it. With Steve Smith, Anquan Bolden, all those fucking boys. You know, he hasn't been on a team like that in fucking long-ass time. Now, I'm not saying that we're typically the same as the Baltimore that year, but significantly, who the fuck on the 49ers do you have on that offense that he was with? Carlos fucking Hyde? Who else? I forgot their fucking names. I just don't care. That's how fucking bad they are. The only 49ers player that I actually like a lot is LeVar Bowman. Probably a great fucking linebacker. Love him. But other than that, everyone's fucking sleeping on Torrey Smith. Everyone's sleeping on him, and I can't wait till he proves them wrong. You know, he says, I can still play, so don't be surprised if I can still fucking play. He's here to prove himself. If he does a good job, he'll stay for another few years. If not, I think, you know, Shelton Gibson, the wide receiver for West Virginia, if he shows up in preseason, that's our next deep threat, and if he does really well, we can say bye to Torrey Smith at the end of this year, see how he does, or see what happens after that. So there's a lot of options that we have going down. But just to say, this all goes to the whole guaranteeing an undefeated season. These players open their fucking mouths. It's like, look at what your fucking your organization is doing. They're fucking, look what the Jets did. The Jets 2 years ago, when Bowles came in, they fucking rebuilt that whole fucking defense. They got rid of everybody, built a whole fucking defense. Didn't last long. They had one good year defensively. They were in the lead, I think, by the fourth game. The third game with, I think, 10. I think they had 10 turnovers. The first 3 games, they had 10 turnovers. It was fucking nuts. And they were looking really good. But now, they just clean house. They said, fuck it, we're going to do clean house again. Start from scratch. Start it over. And that's what happens. You sign all these free agents and you tie your money into all these fucking guys. And then when it doesn't work down the road, well, number 2, the Jets just have a really bad fucking offense. You know, they can't even find the quarterback of the future because they get one every fucking year. You know, it's except this year. But it's just getting to that point where, you know, you got to draft. You got to go through the draft. Free agency is not going to fucking do it. It's not going to fucking do it. If you want to if there's a top guy that's young and, you know, he's in his fucking prime or whatnot, then that's fine. Go get a guy in free agency if you want to pay that money, if you can afford it, whatever. But you just can't go through free agency with. I understand, like you got Harrison, you got, you know, and the Giants, you got, you know, Olivia Vernon. It's understandable, but as a whole, your whole team has to fucking do the work, bro. Like, your whole team's got to do the work. Like, if you got Olivia Vernon, you got Harrison, but you know, if Janoris Jenkins isn't playing, it's somewhat of a difference. But you know, someone's got to take his spot. You got to have good backups. You know what I mean? It's all about your defense gets tired, you're fucked. Like, that's it. Like, it's only so much those guys are going to be able to fucking do on the field. Just like our defense. We're going to be switching guys every few plays, but we have depth for that. That's why our D-line's going to be real good this year. We have really good fucking depth. Our third-string defensive line could beat down. Our third-string D-line is better than fucking Dallas's fucking starting D-line right now, as of right now. Yeah. That's how bad it is over in big fucking D. Okay? But that's what I'm talking about. You rely on one guy in each position to be there, and if they're not there, you're fucked. Time you get to the playoffs, you have a lot of injuries. Shit can happen. Injuries happen. And, you know, you laugh at a team because someone got injured. You know, shit happens, you know what I mean? But that's football. You get injured in football so fucking easily. It takes one move, one backpedal step, it doesn't matter what it is. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. So, all I'm saying is that these players in the NFC East are talking so much crap. You understand? Let's count it down. Dak Prescott, we're winning the East. Josh Norman calling out every player from each team in the fucking East because no one's talking about the fucking Redskins. I don't care what you fucking say. The Redskins are like down here, and he's on the microphone trying to get everybody's attention because no one's talking about the fucking Washington Redskins. Sorry. Quick and fucking Terrell Pryor. Ooh, I'm fucking scared. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Then you got the Giants, Landon Collins saying, you know, the Cowboys, yeah, they ain't winning the East, though. We're coming. Then you got Jason Pierre-Paul guaranteeing a fucking Super Bowl undefeated season this year. Undefeated season, I see. I didn't think he guaranteed Super Bowl, but pretty much saying guaranteeing a fucking Super Bowl if you're saying you're gonna go undefeated. If you're gonna go undefeated, you can fucking beat everybody else. So let's go. Let's just add that in too, because that's probably what it is as well. And then the Eagles, between all that bullshit, The Eagles, Carson Wentz, they're bonding. They're playing football in North Dakota. They're inviting the O-line for a little cookout and some hunting. They're doing a lot of this. Mesh and gel and working hard and saying that we don't take this for granted. Not just the team, but being in the NFL, getting a paycheck, being fucking blessed to be in the position that they are making. And they are going to do as much as they can to get to where they have to go. That's all. We're not doing the shit talking bullshit. We're focused, and that's it. And we're working hard and working our fucking tails off. And I am so happy that they're a class act fucking team. They're acting like we have a classy fucking quarterback with a good chip on his shoulder, but at the same time, the nicest guy in the world and the most giving person in the world, and doesn't care about himself, doesn't care about his own stats, but wants to make everybody around him better. But at the same time, they look on him as a leader. They're looking at him now as this guy could be the real fucking deal. That's what I got to say about that. So, to sum this whole video up, hard work will pay off. The people that do this, it won't pay off. Because it's in your head. Then when it comes game time, it backfires. Karma comes around the damn corner, and it will, and it's hit fucking people badly. That's all I gotta say, ladies and gentlemen. Joey Shake 72. Fly Eagles fly. I'll see you guys later.